Hi, everyone. My name is Vishal Gupta. I'm CEO of True Markets. True Markets is launching this week exclusively on Solana. Our mission here is to launch 24/7 markets globally for everyone, specifically innovating in crypto to start. I was really happy to be able to hear Naval speak at the Network State Conference in Singapore, and he said something that I really liked. Essentially, he said, a group of people that think similarly and come to a consensus is a mob. A group of people that think differently and come to consensus is a market. And that's really a good way to find the truth. And you're seeing that with prediction markets and other things, finding ways to find truth through markets. And that's really kind of the backbone of what we're building here at True Markets. Currently in crypto, and especially in the United States, there's a lot of trading experience problems in both CeFi and DeFi. For CeFi, we see a lot of custodial risk. You have the exchange holding the assets. So in a post-FTX world, we really believe that that should no longer be the case. We see unfair pricing schemas where a large-scale market maker is going to pay a single basis point or even less, where a retail trader can pay as much as 250 basis points. It's largely unfair. We see a lack of transparency, so we see a lot of exchanges that have a lot of volume that we can't track. There's wash trading in some of these exchanges, and it's really hard to know what is real volume. There's not always fair access. So what does fair access mean? It means that you can connect to the same APIs as everybody else. Are you getting the same amount of throughput, the same latency numbers as everybody else? That's not always the case. And also just asset availability in general. We see that these centralized exchanges have a problem keeping up with assets. Asset listing doesn't scale. What do we see in DeFi? Well, there's a lot of self-custody risks. It's really hard to be like a newbie coming into self-custody into DeFi. There's a lot of risks associated. You got to manage gas fees. You got to know the native token. You can't come just in with dollars. Also, trade management. It's not super easy. You have to worry about slippage, what's MEV, all these other things that you have to be worried about. There's bridging friction. How do I get dollars in? How do I go cross-chain? These are all really big problems. And anybody that's tried to trade for the first time in DeFi will tell you that it's an extremely complex UX. One of the large-scale DeFi platforms here, we clocked it at 66 clicks and over 20 minutes to fund and also trade. It just takes too long. So what's our goal? What's our mission here? So our mission here is to bring access to 24/7 markets to everyone, everywhere, globally, right? So our goal is not only we're going to be enabling all these markets, we're going to bring some of the lessons of traditional markets to crypto and vice versa. Fair and transparency. So no games, no secret edges, just fair game for everybody. And empower all markets. So we come from a really interesting team, and we'll go through a team slide in a second, where we've been innovating in markets for a long time now. So more about the team. So my co-founder and I, Patrick, we've known each other for 17 years, and we run 5 businesses together. We started our career at Goldman Sachs, where we were building in regulated listed markets since '02. We were part of the team that did one of the first internalization engines that really worked for equities. I was head of USDC at Circle, so we launched USDC in 2018. I took it from 0 to $500 million in market cap, and I led that team. I left to join Coinbase, and Patrick was one of my first hires at Coinbase pre-IPO. So I was CEO of the exchange business. We took the exchange from 20 assets and no derivative exchanges to 235 assets, and we launched 2 derivative exchanges, one in the US and one internationally. So we were part of the team that purchased FairX, which is a CFTC-regulated DCM, with the idea that we would launch a perpetual futures exchange in a US business internationally. So we know what we're doing here. This is somehow my 5th crypto exchange. If you can include, I helped at Poloniex while I was at Circle, Coinbase Spot, Coinbase Derivative Exchange, Coinbase International Exchange, and now True Markets. So where are we now? Well, we know that there's a lot of flaws. There's custody risk, there's infrastructure log, poor UX. We knew that these markets had to evolve, and we knew we had to go to first principles to really fix all these things. You couldn't do it at a big company. So what are we launching? So It's non-custodial by nature. So whether it's CeFi, where you're buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, it'll settle to a qualified custodian, Paxos, or you want to trade SPL token, EVM token, we leverage turnkey non-custodial wallets, and we use definitive routing for optimized execution on the back end. The app is out now, so you guys can download it, and there'll be a QR code in a second. We're hybrid CeFi, DeFi. We're also stablecoin native. So PayPal's an investor. We use PYUSD as our default stablecoin behind the scenes. And our goal is you can trade these markets with application in your pocket 24/7 everywhere. And you'll notice we have these really interesting smart clients. So I invite everybody to take a look at them. And it's just a new way of looking at the markets 24/7. You can see Bitcoin ripping and everything will be green and to the right, or you'll see it kind of coming off the highs and everything will be red and to the left. We've got some great investors, including the Solana Foundation and Raj himself. So I invite you guys to give us a try. The app is in the App Store right now. Trading for SPL tokens will launch next week. Give us feedback. I'm really easy to find on Twitter, Vishal K. Gupta, or you can find those True Markets on Twitter itself. Love to hear some feedback. Thank you all. We're innovating in the US. Let's go.